Hi, Adam Broussard here, and meditation for today as I drive home. The, the importance of a spiritual life. And so, my spiritual life is so deep rooted. I see how God moves in my life way more now than I did last year or 10 years ago. And so the more I cultivate my spiritual life, the less worry at times I have, even though I still get worried. I still have anxiety. I still have fears, especially when something kind of happens real quick. Boy, you get this knee-jerk. And part of my goals is to not have knee-jerk reactions on things. And but man, it's so important, because I deal with people all day long in different business settings that either like me, could care less, or dislike me based off of the things that I'm doing. And generally, people that dislike you for whatever you're doing probably have some valid reasons for it. I would definitely say the people that dislike me or the things that I'm doing have valid reasons, but they're looking at it through the scope of like a short period of time, and that if they really would look at the long view of things, which is hard to do, especially hard to explain at times, of like, man, this thing that I'm doing for work, for my life with my family, this is a long game. This is something that's gonna last for until I die, whether I die today or die 80 years from now, or maybe not 80, 70 years from now or less, but this is a ongoing endeavor. And I've learned that there's some people that years ago didn't like me for whatever reason. I did something to them, or they did something to me. I stopped, or whatever reason. That turned around, that fast forward, time healed the wounds, and I forgave and forgot, and so did them, and we were able to rekindle a relationship. And so I try to think of that as a faster notion. That's like, man, I try to explain to people, I'm literally just trying to do the best I can, and people will be people, but getting aggravated with somebody is just kind of at the forefront of where people like to be. It's like, man, all these things. But for me, having a spiritual life, I don't get aggravated as much, or way less as much. I still get aggravated, but I don't get aggravated as much when I try to understand that this person, are they trying their best? Are they just incapable of doing this? And they messed up, or they did something to me, or they took something from me, or they didn't live up to what my expectations were. I don't want to lose sleep over that. And so having my spiritual life the way it is has helped me think of those things the way that I do, to where I can let it go very easily most of the time. Sometimes, though, when the situations are very big, bigger than what I've dealt with before in the past, and at the end of the day, it still gives me anxiety and fear. But I go back to my faith life to ask God for help. And so I would hope you would do the same. Funny enough, there was some things on my plate where I ended up getting a meditation that basically just said, if you are in some trials, you better thank God that He loves you so much to send trials your way to help your faith have endurance. Well, Endurance is the key to a good life. And the only way you're going to have it is if you go through the trials to have the endurance. And so I'll leave you with that. God bless and have a good night.